I say the name James Thomas Bell, most people have no idea who you're talking about. But when you say Cool Papa, everybody knows. I believe that it is the greatest nickname in baseball history. He is still believed to be the fastest man to ever play this game. How fast was Cool Papa Bell? I guess you could say faster than a light switch. The legendary Satchel Paige would say of his friend that he was so fast that he could walk in a room, turn off the lights, get in bed, pull up the covers before the room went dark. They clocked him circling the bases in an amazing 12 seconds. He twice, honest to God's truth, twice scored from first base on a bunt in exhibition games against Major League All-Stars. He once stole 175 bases in a less than 200 game season. The legendary Jesse Owens, who at that time was the fastest man in the world, would never race Cool Papa Bell. He would have made Jesse Owens look like he was standing still.
Did you ever race him, like, before a game in front of crowds and stuff?
We had a doubleheader in Cleveland, Ohio, and he was in the stand. He see me running the bases around there, and they say, I left my track shoes home, so I didn't have any track shoes.
Faster than the light switch is actually true. There was a delay on the switch in a hotel room Bell and Satchel Paige were staying in, and Bell figured it out before Satchel got there. So he bet Satchel he could get under the covers before the light went out, and he won.
And Bell picks up his first knock of the day. Taylor, the next to hit. Bell on at first, nobody out. Line drive, and Bell kicks it into high gear, and it's into the gap. In safely with a double, his second of the day. Throw cut off, down to the plate. Save, he scores. Nobody runs like Cool Papa Bell. Give it a full shot.
Cool Papa Bell comes to the Negro Leagues as a pitcher, had a full repertoire of pitches. Really good fastball, great breaking ball, screwball, knuckleball. He earned the nickname Cool Papa while facing the legendary Oscar Charleston in a crucial situation in a game, and he struck him out.
You're out! I thought Satchel Charleston and Benfield, wait a minute, I'm coming in my eye. Yeah, that's a curveball in the eye. That's what's in the eye.
And that led the St. Louis Stars manager to say, that guy is cool. And then he added Papa, and the name stuck. But Cool hurt his arm. And it was almost a twist of fate, you might say, that after he hurt his arm pitching, they moved him to the outfield, and the legend of Cool Papa Bell was really born.
Pitcher hurt his arm and then moved to the outfield. That's cool, man. Strike out one batter. They do it.
Here's the center fielder.
Oh, there he is, off the Charleston right there. I think they're adding him to the game.
The story about Cool Papa Bell striking out Oscar Charleston is even more amazing when you realize it was actually in Bell's professional debut. He struck out Charleston and Ben Taylor back-to-back. Quite a way to start your career.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Stingy Bell had such a good knuckleball, it would cross up his brother Robert, who caught him when he was young. Robert told James only to throw it when they absolutely needed to get a strikeout because Robert kept hurting his fingers trying to catch it.
Cool Papa Bell is in left field there on our Field of Legends at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum because of another special ball player that's in center field. But Cool Papa Bell is one of the greatest center fielders this game has ever seen. Quick release that made up for the injured arm and blazing speed. He played a shallow outfield, so it was hard to bloop it in front of him. And you had to hit it on a rope to get it over his head because he could get on his horse with the best of them. And Cool would use that blazing speed and ran himself into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1974.
So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Turkey Stearns.
I get it right here.
That one ripped. And what a play! Ball game.
There we go. Let's see. Play it out.
Cool Papa Bell was one of the great leadoff hitters of all time. He became a great switch hitter and then started primarily hitting from his left-hand side. So he's getting a running start from the get-go. Once while playing in Cuba, he hit 3 home runs. And you'll say, well, okay, there's a lot of guys who've hit 3 home runs, but there are not a lot of guys who hit 3 inside the park home runs in one game. Cool Papa Bell, while playing in Mexico, goes from first to third so fast on a single that the Mexican team stopped the game in protest because they swore he had cut across the diamond. There was no way in the world any man could get around the bases that fast. That's the speed of Cool Papa Bell.
Were you always fast? Oh, yeah, I was fast when I was a little kid. It was just some born in me.
I think it's dope how they get the end. You're born with it or you're not. Who is that behind it? Is Josh Gibson back there? I hope they bring him back, man. He was my favorite addition last year.
Leading off, Cool Papa Bell.
With a lot of Negro League stars, you wonder what they could have done if baseball was integrated at the time. Cool Papa Bell hit almost 400 in interracial games over the course of his career. It didn't matter who he was playing, he always excelled.
And he'll pull into second safely. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
It can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Glass rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. The relay. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 12-1.
Cool Papa Bell played on 3 of the greatest Negro League teams of all time. You might make a case that they were 3 of the greatest baseball teams of all time. His St. Louis Stars, Homestead Grays, and Pittsburgh Crawfords. He was a star internationally. There was nothing that Cool Papa Bell didn't accomplish playing in the Negro Leagues. I guess you could say the only thing that he didn't accomplish was the opportunity to play in the major leagues. As Cool Papa would say, they said that they would let a black man play in the major leagues if they could find the right one. Well,
That's crazy.
according to Cool Papa Bell, they clearly weren't looking for the right one, because the right ones were all there in the Negro Leagues, and Cool Papa was right there in front of their eyes. Well, if you could see it.
Just a rebel looking for a place to be.
Cool Papa Bell became legendary in St. Louis, where he was a member of the great St. Louis Stars, who won multiple championships there in the city of St. Louis. So it was only fitting that the city of St. Louis would name a street for Cool Papa Bell. Now, I think the speed limit on Cool Papa Bell Avenue is about 25, 30 miles per hour. Y'all, that's too slow. They should have named a section of I-70 for Cool Papa Bell.
And the 0-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping, he's going for 3. The relay